In the early 1800s, NYC built its first sewer system to transport raw sewage to sewage treatment plants across the city. The system is built so that first human waste from people's homes and other buildings is transported into interceptor pipes. These pipes direct the sewage into the main system of the sewage treatment plants across the city.
However, another function was built into the system: wet weather discharge points. Wet weather discharge points were built to ensure that in extremely heavy rains, raw sewage mixed with rainwater didn't back up into the streets and people's homes in the case that the sewers overloaded. Instead of letting the sewage back up, the discharge point simply dumped the excess sewage straight into NYC's waterways.
Even though this system was built to make people's lives better, no one could have imagined 8 million people living on one tiny island. And that's residents alone. Now even 1/10 of an inch of rain can trigger a series of combined sewer overflows. And that's killing our ecosystem rainstorm by rainstorm.
In the 19th century, the 1800s, NYC was one of the most heavily industrialized areas in the U.S. That means that there were many factories that not only polluted the air, but they also polluted the water by dumping leftover waste that they had into the waterways. Each factory, such as the Anaconda Wire and Cable Company in Hastings on the Hudson, had waste materials left over from the factory's operations that were dumped straight into the river. These waste materials are toxic and included asbestos, PCBs, mercury, and pathogenic bacteria. These materials are strong enough to burn through the shells of oysters and other organisms and has been a long-term source of pollution in New York's waterways.
Ultimately, this issue has become much more severe than you might think. Industrial factories simply dump their waste into the water. Nobody expected 8 million people to live on one tiny island. As we use the bathroom, even during a light rain, we are overloading the NYC sewer system, causing CSOs, polluting New York Harbor, and risking the well-being of the New York Harbor ecosystem, and ultimately ourselves, unless we do something to solve this problem.
To preserve the well-being of New York Harbor and ultimately us, we have to do something to solve the problem at hand, and we can do it. Here are some simple tips you could use to help prevent CSO and sewage pollution. Try not to use water in your home during a rainstorm. Donate to the New York City cause of preventing CSOs. Make or sign a petition asking the city to build new green infrastructure and change.org.